Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello. Welcome back on Tuesday. What's up, everybody? That's the good news. This is we got Wednesday already tomorrow. Halfway through the week.
Woohoo!
Dang, just blink and kaboom.
Oh, this week will go by real quick.
Oh, yeah, it will. Yeah.
Before you know, it'll be December 13th.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That's the good news. Hopefully it flies by. I know today just flew by.
Even with all of the bullshit, it did kind of fly by.
Yeah, I guess it did. Yeah. We're still here. I didn't know if we would be, but there you go. Yeah, the weekend, I think for everybody, a lot of a washout. Virginia did get her highlight. Mag's got that jet ski. You said that it was a lot more complicated to get it than what you thought.
It really, I learned so much that I did not know about. I've never, had to trailer anything. If you trailer something, it's a whole ordeal. And
Permits.
You got to get a license plate for it. I try to do it shady style and buy a used trailer instead of a brand new one from the dealer. So I saved $500 by driving out to Wellington and going to buy this trailer from this broad. But she didn't give me a bill of sale or anything. It has to have a whole a registration. You have to register a trailer. So I'm driving around town with this trailer with no license plate.
Yeah.
And the cop is the one that told me, you need a license plate on that trailer. I'm like, what?
You got pulled over?
I'm like, I have a license plate on my car. He's like, no.
You got lippy?
Yeah.
I did not get lippy. You know me.
Well, you get lippy with everybody but the cops.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, it's a whole
You gotta
other
have,
to do.
it's
Yeah.
a whole to do. And this lady didn't tell me anything about that.
Really?
And I told her, I've never bought a trailer before. Talk to me like I'm a kindergartner. And she took her own license plate off of the trailer and then just tried to pretend like there was no license plate there to begin with. Didn't say anything about a bill or sale or the title or anything. And I'm dumb. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I wonder what the transfer typically is. I assume you'd have to re-register if you had that in your name, of course.
You have to get a license plate. You have to do all that. And she didn't tell me none of that. So I'm driving around town like a big dummy.
Huh.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's a to-do.
Also learned you can't put regular gas in a jet ski. Did that.
What kind of gas do you put in it?
You got to put marine gas. It's a higher grade.
And you put the wrong gas in it?
Yeah.
Does that fuck it up?
Yeah. Not permanently,
geez,
but
yeah,
if you keep doing it, it makes it run different.
I had a baseball coach. He was, I won't say what coach it was, but he was driving the bus and put the wrong gas in the bus. And let's just say we didn't make it to that game.
Yeah.
he was kind of a coach that, I don't know, it just seemed like everything he did just did not go right.
Yeah, that could be really bad.
Yeah.
If you do that, wow.
There's also every time you take a jet ski out, after you take it out, you have to flush the whole thing out, like the engine on the inside. And so you have to do it with fresh water. You have to do it from a hose or you put the thing in a lake. And I didn't know how to put it in a lake. How am I going to do that?
Yeah.
So we went to go put the hose on it. There's a special adapter you need. Go try and find an adapter on the Sunday of Memorial Day.
That's the thing about boats, all that kind of stuff. There's just the learning curve is great, and there's a lot of specialized equipment you need.
I sent Panda to some guy's house in North Palm like it was a shady drug deal on Sunday morning.
Yeah, right.
And he was going in some guy's garage to buy this part, and the guy's like, no, cash only. Like, oh my gosh, what is going on right now?
Wow.
I can't wait to take that thing out. I love me a jet ski. I haven't been on one in a while. I think The last time we went to the Keys.
Yeah.
We went to the Keys as a show. Yeah.
A couple of times.
Yeah, last time I went, I got a jet ski.
Oh, they're fun.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you and Magnolia's photos with all of her 14-year-old friends.
No, we're not doing it like that, man. Come on.
Mags, Bird, and another
Yeah.
16-year-old.
Don't make
Yeah.
this weird.
I like it, yeah.
Are you the cream filling or are you
Yeah.
the Oreo?
Are we allowed to when Mags is
He
done
said
with
he'll
it?
ride on the back, so it's going to be 2 14-year-old girls and Bird.
Oh, no, stop saying that.
Well, you're talking
They're
about
15.
taking the jet ski. Okay.
Kevin, they're 15.
15, okay, yeah.
Do we get the jet ski when, the kids are away?
Yeah. I mean, we all can play, and she can tow us too behind it on like rafts and stuff. And we can do that thing where you hold on to the raft, and then she goes and tries to make us fall off.
Yeah. I haven't been rafting in a very long time. It's fun. When you're in the Midwest, they do that a lot of rafting. In fact, I remember one of the last times I was rafting, it was in Lake of the Ozarks, where they've done the show Ozark. But they've got ratchet water there. It's not
It
like
looks
the ocean.
broke down.
Yeah, so there's like wood and shit floating all over this thing from like docks that have fallen apart. And
That's not good.
I had the guy who's driving the boat and he's dragging me over all this lumber. I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh. That's like a boot hits me in the face. I'm like,
It's awful.
oh, it's terrible. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, this is the worst experience ever. Yeah, it's just terrible. So it's better here.
Would you rather be able to live underneath the water in the ocean, or would you rather be able to fly like a bird? Do what birds do.
I think fly.
No way, man. Ocean.
We always disagree whenever you come up with one of these things.
I just don't
We
agree.
always have a different opinion.
I'm scared of heights.
I mean, I breathe air, so I'm going to go ahead and hang out in places where I can breathe.
You could go to so many different places if you were able to actually be like an Aquaman. You could, the amount of,
But now you're like a fish,
yeah. But you have fins in the water, legs out of the water.
so you're the Little Mermaid?
You are a merman. I'd be a merman.
Merman.
I'd rather be a merman than a birdman.
A merman?
A merman.
That would be cool if you had like a that mermaid scaly belly. I would want it to come up kind of high though.
Cover
Cover your cut.
Okay.
Cover my fupa.
What about this? Here's a random question for you, Virginia. The bird sent in. You're in an elevator with your crush. You accidentally fart really loud. What do you say to save the situation?
Oh my. Taco Tuesday?
No, I think what you do, it's what I did when I was in third grade. I was in third grade and I missed a test, and my biggest crush also missed the test. So we had to take the test after school, and it was just me and her in the classroom, and I accidentally farted, and she definitely heard it, and I just went into panic mode, and I just started making fart noises with my mouth. Like,
She knew.
I didn't think she knew. She had to have known. Because all of a sudden I'm just doing fart noises with my mouth.
You got to own the fart.
Third grade, man.
Third grade, you can't.
That's devastating for a third grade. Your crush.
But the question is, how do you own it? Because there's ways where you can own it and be coy and shy and bashful and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, and like you're embarrassed. Are you kind of like a little bit more arrogant about it? They're going, boy, I feel a lot better now.
No, that's not the move.
That's not the move. I think I stay with my third grade tactic and I do fart noises with my mouth.
The cutest one that I saw was there was this one woman and she farted. She's going, oh, honey, that's just a love puff.
Yes.
Love puff.
And I thought that was a good way to sell it. If you are going to fart in front of somebody, you call it a love puff.
That's what happened at Denny's when we were working in Miami. He was walking up the stairs with this girl we work with in promotions, and she accidentally farted on his leg.
Was she cute?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
So that's a no.
I don't know. I've never seen the girl. You just told me the story.
Oh, okay.
She were there. You think it'd be part of the story, wouldn't you? This really
Yeah.
hot chick farted on me.
Totally.
Yeah.
She's a pig.
Yeah. Yeah, the
That
fact
would have
that
been the
there's-
part of the story. The
Yeah.
hottest girl farted on
Yeah,
me.
the fact that there's no
Indication.
description, then
Yeah.
we get you.
Just a love puff,
She's
baby.
vile.
No.
Somebody got texted and said, Ozark, the TV show, is filmed in North Georgia. Interesting. I did not know that. That's what it says. I don't know if that's true or not. And I've been there. It looks like the Ozarks. From when it's been 20 years, but I used to go there several times a year. I used to hang out there. Somebody had a lake house, and we would go and stay there.
Was it fancy, or was it like a rundown fish shack?
Was it Logan fancy?
No, it was a nice house. Actually,
Okay.
It was very nice. Yes, it was a nice conservative home. So there was nothing shabby about it. They had, I believe, a boat and a pontoon.
Oh, they were rich.
Oh, that's fancy.
They were rich
okay.
AF.
Well, I think Lake of the Ozarks, it's a little bit different. Now, you do have, I think they're the Waltons is the name of them.
The Walmart people.
Yes, they have their houses there, and I remember going by and seeing their homes, and they're crazy. And they've got boats with helicopters on them and stuff like that, and so you can see that. So you have that, but it's not like South Florida. There's, like on the TV show, there is a lot of broke down. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're super loaded to have a house on Lake of the Ozarks.
Got it.
Like you can have a meth trailer basically on the water. Yeah, somebody said the film crew constructed a set in Georgia after extensively studying the Alhona Resort property. Now I'm wondering if the external shots at Lake Alatoona and Lake Lanier rather than at the Lake of the Ozarks because of tax breaks offered by the state of Georgia. Huh. Fascinating. So there you go. So yeah, film there. But, this would be something if you leak it to Missouri, they might be pissed. I saw this poll that was done, 7,000 people by CableTV.com. And it's kind of interesting, and it shows you why some of these really specific shows are a smart play. Because they came out with, like, the favorite show for every state. Now, Florida was Friends, which, that doesn't have any play into this argument. And that's what they had said on that.
That's stupid.
It is stupid.
But New Mexico, their favorite show was Breaking Bad. Missouri picked Ozark. And Illinois chose Chicago PD.
I bet I know what Pennsylvania picked.
What's that?
The Office.
I don't remember. They had Pennsylvania here, but I don't know what it was they chose. You would, yeah, because that's in, what, Scranton?
Yes.
Yeah. That would make sense. And if it follows that trend, it should. But, yeah, apparently a lot of places. And I have, because I've been watching Better Call Saul. It is kind of interesting. I was really paying attention to a lot of the shots and thinking about saying, I wonder if this is really Albuquerque and how cool that would be. Because it is a smaller town. It's not a big town by any means. And if you're seeing all these landmarks, you'd be like, oh, that's cool. That's whatever it is and whatever it is. Are they being true to that, or are they pulling an Ozark where you think they're filming at Lake of the Ozarks and they're actually in North Georgia?
I would like to live in the Ozark because I've seen video of the real Ozark, and
Yeah.
it looks really, really peaceful there, and I want to go to Vermont. Two places I want to go, Virginia.
Yeah, you've been talking about Vermont for a while.
Since I was a kid,
Yeah. Well, you should go.
I always just wanted to go, and I don't know.
Do it.
I see you getting one of those vans that also has a bed in it.
Oh, gosh.
There's a chick that I follow on Instagram, and she's so cute, and she's just all granola.
Yeah.
And she drives around in this van, her and her dog.
She's
And it's-
hot.
She's hot, and it's got like a
Nice.
bed in the back. But
Yeah.
it's a nice like little setup she's got.
This is the Mexican Queen's newest project.
Really?
She wants to trade in the vehicle she's got and get one of those vans and convert it into a sleeping drive around kind of thing.
Interesting.
So COVID's got her too, huh?
She has her latest like nutty idea of the
And
month.
she's not working, so
Right,
this
so
is not good for
it
you.
increases it, yeah, because she's not distracted by a job. So yeah, that's the latest. She was showing me there was some like 20-year-old girl and she took like an old minivan and
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of them are doing that.
And is that the one where she took like the wood paneling like wallpaper from Walmart and put it in so it looks like it's wood covered, and they took a shower curtain from Walmart? I think a lot of people are doing this, and my wife's always on TikTok. So what you saw is probably just one of 800 young people that are doing this. And I'm just like, first of all, like, when are we going to break away? And she thinks now, like, we're going to go camping. And there's this one hippie DJ she always follows. And
I know the one, DJ Jesus.
And so they have it where she'll be outside of the van and he holds a hose out there and she showers and the Queen just loves all this.
The girl I'm talking about, she's got this big, like, aluminum, like bathtub, like a small bathtub size. And she'll put it next to the van. And there's a hookup where she runs the hose, then it goes right down onto it, and she just has the most peaceful outdoor shower.
Yeah, and honestly,
and she's hot.
Yeah, she puts it on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she knows what she's doing.
It's on the ground.
All right, yeah.
The Queen thinks she's going to love this, and I'm like, knowing you, I don't think you're going to love this. Like,
well, when she doesn't love it, you can sell it to Jaybird.
Well, this is just it. She's going to go through all this stuff, switch out cars. We're going to redo this van. And then she's going to maybe do it one time, be like, this is terrible. And then we'll never do it again. And what's going to happen is because there's no back seats. It'd just be myself and her. And so that's like our main transportation vehicle. So if anybody wants to go anywhere with us, you've got to basically lay down on a bed in the back of this trailer.
The kids would love that. But how are you
that's
going
what
to buckle
she says. Yeah, you're not buckling anybody in. It's just.
It also kind of looks like you guys have you're driving around like a victim car.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I don't have the fight left
The
in
thing
me.
is, you do know. You do. Deep down,
You know, but just what you said. You don't have the fight left in you.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just like,
All
yeah,
right.
what am I going to do?
Let's do it.
He's
Yeah,
throwing in the
because
towel.
well, I got the job. Like, she just has nothing to do all day but scheme and make all these things happen.
Looking for a project.
I can't go home and then try to outflank and maneuver all these schemes that are going on. I mean, the kids got schemes, the wife's got schemes, everybody's scheming. And all I'm trying to do is just come in here and get a microphone to work. I can't do it, Virginia.
You might just have to do what you're doing then and wish them all the best and
Yeah.
tell them, I don't have the time to build this van with you, but I have nothing but the most confidence in you.
Just do what you've been doing. Struggle.
That's it.
And drink.
Yeah, that's it. So
I would tell her this. If she's going to do this project, get some help from somebody who knows how to modify the inside of a vehicle. I know a couple guys. This is what
she
they
saw
do.
it on a TikTok video.
I would not recommend she try to put up her own Walmart wallpaper and a shower curtain because that's going to look janky and it's not going to be anything she wants to be in. The Queen is called the Queen for a reason. Invest a little bit in making this nice, and then it's got a shot of being fun.
I do agree, though. It's a fun concept. Only if you are doing it with somebody that you really, really like and get along with.
Does she like you still?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can hang out and be cordial and have a good time.
But I mean, I feel like that's one of those things where you do that with a soulmate. You whether
Yeah.
it's your buddy or your friend or your lover.
I think it'd be interesting to try. I would do it for a quick weekend. It'd be nice where it's like there's not a lot of long-term investment. We just try it. We pick a spot. We do a little bit of a road trip. And, hey, we plan maybe one night, maybe two tops. It's an extended 3-day weekend. And then at the end, you're like going, did I really love that? And then maybe try it another time or two. And if you're like going, gosh, this is our new thing. Then you go and you get a van and then you redo it if, that's your way. I am not a fan. It's like all these people who go and buy a treadmill before they've done their first workout.
Why are you looking at me?
Treadmill / clothing rack.
Yeah, and it's like you got to get in the groove and be like, okay, I know this is going to be a large part of my life. Then I'm going to invest in it. Otherwise, so many people get this stuff and then it just sits there and you wasted a ton of time and money. And now you're inconvenienced because you got a car where when people get in it, they got to lay down in the back.
She is going to be annoyed by your rational thought pattern.
That's just it. Yeah, my rational thinking annoys everyone in my family.
Shut up, Dad. You always take the fun out of our lives.
Well, and they're like going, Dad's in a bad mood. I'm
Dad
like, no.
is
In a
That's
bad-
what they always say. Dad's in a bad mood. I'm like,
Or
no.
you disagree with somebody. Why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling. I'm just disagreeing.
That's exactly it. You get the two things. Whenever I throw logic, it's like I'm yelling and I'm in a bad mood. I'm
or
like, no.
you're drunk.
Yes, that's the three things.
Dad's had 19 White Claws. That angry
He's had
prick.
3.
I haven't drank in 3 days.
Have you really not drank in 3 days?
No, I drink every day.
Are you still on the vodka
But
train?
the good news is pretty soon you're going to be drinking in your cool conversion van.
Yes, that's great. I'll get an open container now.
Are you doing the Tito's still? Is that your drink of choice?
Yeah, I still enjoy a little vodka.
I drink what I
Splash here.
have. If I have Tito's, then yeah, I'm enjoying Tito's, but I drink what I have.
The only thing I had over the weekend was Fireball, and I didn't love it. I had a couple shots of it.
What are you rushing a frat?
Yeah, I know it.
By yourself?
No, I was working on music with Denny's.
Oh, okay.
No, it was when I was crying in the corner in the dark.
Fireball's a party drink.
I know.
I can't drink Fireball
Yeah.
at home.
That's why.
That's depressing.
That's why it was weird, because it just didn't work.
Fireball is like, yeah, woohoo, Fireball.
I didn't have any real whiskey there. I didn't feel
We're
like
friends.
What are you talking about?
A Fireball it requires like 3 or more people. It's a party drink.
I was with 3 people. Why don't you get off of my ass and worry about your own lame ass? Go fuck up a jet ski.
The thing on that TV shows for the different areas, Friends was #1 in the country. I just don't get this fascination with Friends. 11 states chose Friends as their favorite show. Florida and New York both chose it. But in 4 states, Rick and Morty was #1. Alaska, Arizona, Colorado, and Nevada. So out west. But that show, huh?
So many people love that show. I know Denny's is into it.
Yeah.
I haven't really delved into it.
It's currently in its 4th season. I have to check that out.
People speak very highly of it.
Okay. That's very popular, apparently. Got some emails here. Says, what up? I was listening to you guys talk about how radio used to be back in the day, and I thought it'd make for a good movie. Something along the lines of Wolf of Wall Street, and shows all the behind the scenes of radio, like cocaine hookers and lawlessness. I have a couple of questions for Virginia. How do you think radio has changed for women since you've gotten into it? I hope this isn't too personal, but have you ever experienced any #MeToo moments in radio where a person of authority used their power to make you do something you didn't want to?
Are they
I'm not
saying the
gonna
ones
set that in.
the ones that Virginia's been charged with, or the ones that she's being?
Yes.
I'm trying to think. No, even in my early days in radio, I was pretty ballsy. I don't think anybody's ever like #MeToo'd me in radio. When I first started, one of my first jobs I had around the time that I went to Chuck E. Cheese, I worked for a couple of days at a donut shop, a little shady donut shop. And the owner of that store was creepy and weird.
But that's not radio.
And that's not radio. I've
Yeah.
never had a #MeToo moment in radio, I don't think.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, you've been with me for most of it.
Only one I can think of, but it wasn't radio. It was just that you were at an event and somebody grabbed your tit.
Yeah, that
I mean,
did
that's
happen.
groping.
Yeah, but that could happen in any.
Totally. No, you're right. You're right.
That was a bar owner's son who got away with it, by the way.
That's because I think you were. If you pressed the issue, you could have been You could have gotten
I
him.
say you
And
go
I
on the
did.
internet and cancel him.
Cancel him. That's the new term. Kevin, you've been canceled.
I think radio is a way better place for women now than when I first started.
Yeah, absolutely.
I started when
time.
I was 19. I was one of only 2 girls on the whole entire air staff where I worked, but it was like a rock station. It was all bros.
Yeah, it was very
Very bro.
male toxicity very much in the industry, but yeah, it's getting better. As far as like something to see what it looked like, there was HBO had done a show once called Vinyl, and it was about kind of like a record label, which wasn't about radio, but you know there was kind of that tie-in, and I think you could get a little bit of a glimpse of it because I think they were a lot more, you know, hand in glove kind of thing before payola and all that stuff.
I think that's what got me trying to read up on stuff that happened in the 60s and 70s with the radio industry. I think that's how I found out there was shitty songs getting on the radio and getting popular because the DJs were getting a little something on the side. And that makes sense to me.
Yeah, making money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could go directly to them. Program directors didn't have the same way. You know, it was before playlists and things like that, and now our music is just scheduled into a computer and it comes up for us. But, you know, the DJs really were. They were picking the songs that they wanted to play, and that's how songs or shows would sound radically different a DJ would go in there, and it's almost like the format would change when a new DJ came on the air.
Because he picked what he liked.
Yeah.
And that was some of the sexiness of it. It was like, oh, this DJ knows music. He's going to show us what's great.
Well,
Yeah.
according to what I was reading, the people that had the microphone, the DJs, they had the clout because they were the ones that would say, they were the Simon Cowell. No, I'm not going to play that. Or
Yeah.
I am going to play that. They would break songs for the artist.
Yeah, they would choose.
It's nothing like that.
No.
And bringing it back to the woman tip, because that was your question, I've never worked in a place that had 2 female major bosses. This is the first one. So our direct supervisor, the new Leo, is Randy, and she's a woman. And our GM of the whole station, Elizabeth, that's a woman.
Yeah.
I've never worked someplace that had 2 bosses that are women. I never worked someplace that had 1.
I did. The Limited. All women bosses, Kevin.
Clothing store.
Well, I'm just saying. It was a woman's clothing store. I'm just sharing my truth.
Noel sent an email, said, a second vote for Sound City. Hope y'all had a relaxing and peaceful but rainy Memorial Day weekend. And I wanted to give a second for the documentary Sound City. It was directed by Dave Grohl, and it's about the studio where Nirvana's Nevermind and a bunch of other famous albums were recorded. It was really well done. I love Dave Grohl as much, if not more, than Kevin does. And best of all, it's free on YouTube. Yeah, I feel like I'd seen that. It's about Sound City, this place. It was kind of a dumpy studio, but it had this amazing soundboard. There's only like 4 of them made in the world. And all these Nirvana's Nevermind was made there, and like 25 or 30 other albums. And they're talking about, especially like in the hair band era in the late 80s, early 90s. They said if you look on the charts and there'd be like 10 popular songs, 7 of them were made out of this studio.
Ah.
And then the digital world came in, and it's kind of a knock on that. And they even have the clip, like somebody saying, yeah, these bands come in, and I'd be going, we don't have to practice as hard because the computer fixes everything for us. And so it used to be when you would record music, you had to be a true musician. The flaws would come through in the recording.
Billy Joel, he talks about that, how he would have to, the band and himself, they would record by playing the whole song entirely through. And if you fucked up, you got to start over again.
Yeah. And so not even close to that way now. In fact, some of these bands, they get in there and anybody can sound good. They can make you a musician when you're not, or a singer when you're not. And
That's fascinating.
We call them studio gangsters, Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
So, yeah, I think I've seen, I might reboot it because I couldn't remember. Like, have I seen that? I saw the other one Dave Grohl had done where they made an album and they went to a different city and recorded there. And Dave Grohl does great stuff.
The one I saw was the album they did. They did the, I forget the name of it, something light. With the word lights in there. It's a fantastic album. They went back to a garage and recorded the songs all the way through like you did back in the 60s and 70s. And it's a fantastic album.
Wow.
Well, the thing that I love about it and what they talk about, and I'm a huge music fan. I love music. But they talk more about when you're making an album or a song that way, how you have to connect with other people. And to me, that's what a great song is. There's just humanity in it, emotion, and all those things. And the argument might be made is that when you're that way, you can just feel more soul in a song. There's more to it. It's not as plastic. It's not as slick. It's not as produced.
Overly produced stuff does take the soul out.
Right, and you
or
can
the
lose
heart.
some of the humanity. Yeah, so people were like true audiophiles sometimes. They really like the analog because of the depths that you can hear and the music that's performed.
Playing stuff off like a record player is it's fun. It's kind of like a little event you're doing at your place.
It
Yeah.
is,
I love it.
Until your 3-year-old ruins the needle on four needles on the record player. I gave up. Rocco kept ripping them off.
Yeah.
Jacking with them. It's electronics. He's obsessed.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Maybe for your birthday. It's coming around. You'll be 49 this year. It'll get you a nice little present.
No, I'm going to be 47, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I gave you 2 years.
Remind me to give you 7. Match your beard.
I know. Everyone always says, I thought Jay Bird was younger than Kevin in Virginia. Old fuck.
Is that what happened?
Well, that's what I hear in my head anyway.
That's
Okay.
just his family says that.
Email from Ashley said Jaybird had mentioned a country bar off of Okeechobee, and you guys said that it was Renegades, but I believe before it was called Renegades, it was called Country Nights.
It was Country Nights.
And it was back in a tucked-in little corner behind what used to be David's Bridal, just west of Haverhill.
That's it?
Yeah, it might have had a different name, Country Nights, before Renegades, but I think that's the location where...
Oh, 19-year-old Jaybird was just getting in that thing and trying to fake country line dance, and I about got my ass kicked by about 9 cowboys. He didn't like this little city folk kid coming in there trying to be all cute with his shorts on and doing the dances, didn't know how to do it. They wanted to fuck me up.
Yeah, I did that one time in southeastern Ohio where they got real rednecks and just, I had 10 guys outside and almost really got messed up.
I mean, the one guy was like licking his knuckles because he wanted to beat the shit out of me so bad.
Yeah.
We were there just to meet. We're trying to find chicks. We weren't there trying to line dance.
Yeah.
And that was clear.
Yeah, you do that in the wrong place, they will kick your ass.
They wanted to. Boy,
They take it very seriously.
another bullet I dodged.
A couple of sleep aid things here. Engineer Key said, I've taken Alteril in the past decade plus. One of the ingredients is GABA, G-A-B-A. It's supposed to do something that helps you relax and go to sleep. I can't speak of the efficacy of GABA alone, but in the calm gummies.
That shit did not work.
Yeah.
It didn't?
Fuck no.
No. Okay.
I need something real.
Somebody said, throw this out there. What about a Mountain Dew flavored gummy? No.
1 and 2 are amazing.
I loved 2. I thought it was cool. They went back and he could kind of see himself. That was neat.
Okay.
Were you a Biff fan? I loved Biff.
No, I wasn't I understood why he was there and why he was necessary. He was a good bad guy, but
he's walking down the street in the first movie, and these little kids are playing ball. He just grabs the ball from the kid, he throws it up on the roof. He was such a dick.
that's great. Just for no reason.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Yeah. He was a good bully.
He was.
Played the role well. Got a couple shout-outs, too. I apologize. Part of the technical difficulties we had today was the printer, so we didn't get the celebrity birthdays and the regular birthdays off. But happy 29th birthday to my not-so-beautiful younger brother, Javier. That is from Ellie, his beautiful sister. Also, Engineer Key said, wish my friend Neil Armstrong a happy birthday. It's going to be a very spacey kind of week, Virginia. I'm sure you're excited. If they can... The rain might mess it up, but did you know they're doing a big launch on Wednesday, Jaybird, tomorrow?
Yes.
That's going to be one of those manned ones, too. They're sending people into space.
It's a very sexist way to phrase it. It's like, Kevin, man.
Yeah, I'm a sexist,
Why can't it be
though.
woman?
But I'm a sexist.
That's what we do.
You know what? Just say that.
Yeah, I'm a sexist.
I mean, it's hard to.
What do you expect from me?
Hashtag cancel Kevin when he's just like, I'm a
Hashtag
sexist.
cancel Kevin.
Yes, it's fine.
Cancel Kevin.
Of course, it's manned.
Yeah, the SpaceX Crew Dragon taking off at 4:33 p.m. That's very specific.
Wow.
Can't be a minute late.
The dragon?
Yes.
Does that still get you jacked up, the whole space shuttle, or is it kind of
I think it's cool.
I do,
yeah,
too.
I think it's neat. Just you look at the new thing. It's a new kind of looking spacecraft, and
If you had a chance, there's our Kevin Ralston. We're doing this program where we get to take a broadcaster up, and you'll be gone for 3 weeks. You're going to be up in space. We're going to try to get to that moon.
yeah.
And then you'll come back in 3 to 4 weeks. Do you do it?
No, I think I'll take the radio trip to Atlantis in the Bahamas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Would you go up in space if you get the chance?
No,
You'd be back in a month.
I'm not interested. I have a family. I have things that I got to be aware and in charge of. I think there's too much X factor with space.
All right.
I'm not here to blow up today. Just be trapped on like space.
Well, could you imagine you go up there and something goes wrong and you're fucking stuck up in space?
Well, I
No.
get motion sick like crazy. I mean, that would be.
Space calls for a man.
Yeah.
Neither one of you qualify.
No, I don't think that's my trip.
I'll just watch some space videos on YouTube.
Go watch some space movies.
I'll watch Star Wars.
It's probably a better move. Yeah. All right, well, it's good to be back. Thank you all for locking in today. We are going to be back tomorrow for a Wednesday and hopefully smoother KVJ show. We'll talk to you then. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.